What's going on, everybody? Steve V here with another video. Hope everybody's doing well out there. So in today's video, I'm going to tell you guys why I finally pulled the trigger on NFL Blitz and what I had to part with down here in order to bring that cabinet in. We're going to talk a little movie stuff. I haven't talked a lot of movie stuff on the channel, but there was a trailer that came out for the Super Mario Bros. Movie. It's the second trailer we saw. I'm going to talk a little about that because I'm really excited for this movie. I'm a Super Mario fan, but this is also going to be the first movie that I'm going to bring my son to. So really excited to take him to the theater and see that movie. And we're going to talk about the new Transformers movie. They just dropped the trailer for that. And there's some familiar faces that got me pretty excited as being a fan of the Transformers in the 90s. There was a show called Beast Wars that I was a huge fan of. And we got to see some characters from that show on the trailer for the new Transformers movie. So we're going to touch on that as well right after this. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So we're going to talk about why I ended up buying NFL Blitz and how I'm going to fit it in this man cave arcade. Now, I told you guys that I had interest in NFL Blitz, even though that cabinet has really been a controversial cabinet with the way Arcade1Up has kind of handled it. Such a huge IP, something that a lot of people were waiting for. They really talked up this cabinet. They've had, some huge people promoting this cabinet. And then when it finally became available, there was no online when that feature was, marketed on the box to be available. They only had 2 games on the box when we knew there was 3, but you ended up getting your 3rd game when you ended up turning on the cabinet and doing the first update. Even with all that stuff being the case, I still had interest in the cabinet. One thing that, I really enjoy is a lot of these sports games. With me kind of having 2 things kind of going on in my man cave arcade. I'm very much a fan of the classic arcade games, from the 80s and those score chasers. Those are my favorite kind of style of arcade games. But I also love the sports games like a Golden Tee or an NFL Blitz or, bar games like Big Buck Hunter. These are games that I really enjoy playing and something that I really like having in my man cave arcade because when I host anything, those are the games that people tend to go to. So with NFL Blitz, I had interest right from day one, but the price was kind of the main thing that was kind of turning me off. Here in Canada, it was being sold for $7.99. And when this cabinet is already suffering from issues, you're kind of getting an incomplete cabinet with not having the online ability available right off the bat, that kind of turned me off. So I held off. For quite a while, but I basically knew that I would buy it at some point, but it had to be on sale. That was a key thing for me. The whole FOMO thing is out of my system. I have the games that I want. So even with NFL Blitz being something that I wanted, it's not something that I needed day one. So FOMO's completely gone for me. If I want a cabinet, I know at some point it'll be on sale. That's when I'll buy it. But another thing that was an issue was I have no space. 12 3/4 scale cabinets. I got the one Arcade1Up pinball machine. I'm completely out of space. So I knew I also had to part with something in order to have that cabinet come in here. So there was a deal that ended up coming up in Canada. $200 off the cabinet. If you got it from Best Buy, free shipping. This was something that really intrigued me. So basically, I knew from that point that I was going to end up pulling the trigger on it. But again, I need to part with something. So I really thought long and hard as far as what cabinet I could part with. I really, within the last few years, I've bought, some cabinets that I ended up parting with to bring in a cabinet that I actually had more of a connection to. So now I've really gotten to the point where it's really hard to part with anything because I actually got everything that I want. So I knew this was going to be a struggle to try to, come up with what cabinet I was going to sell. Long story short, I couldn't sell anything. And, right then and there, that probably should have been a sign where it's like, oh, okay, you're done. But no, I was like, there's something I got to part with down here. So I ended up parting with one of my recliners. I ended up moving it to another space in my house. So that finally opened up a spot, and that allowed me to end up pulling the trigger on NFL Blitz. I also bought a stool for it, the generic NFL Blitz stool off of Amazon because there was a deal, $10 off. So, these stools are quite expensive and they don't go on sale very often here in Canada. So I ended up pulling the trigger on that too. So I got NFL Blitz down here now, and I got the stool. They're both in box. I haven't built them yet. But at the end of the day, I do have the space now for it. So I'm excited about that. Now, this is the thing. I told myself after 12 cabinets I would stop, and I obviously broke that rule to get NFL Blitz. So this was kind of a sign where it kind of showed me, like, you know what, I kind of have to, reel the cord back a little bit. I think 13 is definitely my max. 12 should have been my max, and I ended up going past that. So 13 is definitely my stopping point. And then obviously I got the pinball machine as well, so 14 in total. I think that's a pretty good stopping point. The only other thing that I want to update, I've told you guys I would like to update my golden tee. The XL cabinet's quite big for my space, so I don't think I can fit that. So I am hoping they make a 3/4 scale version, but we'll see what happens with that. And then the only other cabinet I really wanted was Donkey Kong, but let's be honest, like, the chances of that happening are pretty slim. So I'm done. I got what I want down here, and my space is completely full. So I'm really happy with what I have, and I'm really happy I made room to get NFL Blitz down here. Now with NFL Blitz, once I build it, I got some people that I know that also have the cabinet, so I'm really looking forward to playing against them and trying that online. We got one game that's already online, even though it's a beta, but this is promising that we're going to end up finally getting the complete cabinet as far as having all the features that were, advertised, which is online for all 3 games. So they're working towards that, and hopefully we'll get that fairly soon. But yeah, really excited to get this cabinet. Like I said, it's a proper ending as far as, capping off my collection. Again, I never planned to have this many cabinets. I actually thought I would maybe have like 8 cabinets down here, and I've obviously gone way past that. So 13, and then the pinball machine, 14 in total. I think that's a good ending, and I have a great collection. I'm so happy with what I have, and like I said, just waiting for the update for a new golden tee, and then I think I'm pretty good. Unless Donkey Kong comes, and then obviously I will have to part with something. That's going to be the hard one, so we'll see what happens. But yeah, NFL Blitz is in the Man Cave Arcade. I really look forward to testing this cabinet out. So the next thing we're going to talk about is something I don't talk about much on here, and that's movies. I'm a big movie fan. Me and my wife used to go to the movies quite a bit before my son was born. Obviously, now that we have a little one, it's a little hard to get out to the theater. But I'm really looking forward to kind of carrying on this love of movies with my son once he kind of gets to an age where we can bring him to the theater. And when Super Mario comes out, this is going to be a time where he can attend. They do a thing here at my Cineplex called Stars and Strollers, which basically you can go watch a movie. They leave the lights on and they have the volume down a little bit. So basically you can bring your kid, and it's an enjoyable experience for them, and it allows, the parents to also enjoy, going out to the movies and just, eating the popcorn, drinking the drink, and just having a great time with your family. So I'm going to bring my son to see the Super Mario Bros. Movie. He has a little Super Mario plush toy that he loves, so he knows of Super Mario. Obviously, I'm a Super Mario fan. I grew up playing Super Mario. He's my favorite video game character, so really looking forward to see this movie. We got a second trailer that really kind of showed us more characters and more images of some of the stuff that will be in the movie. A lot of great nods to the video games. I got some clips here to the side for you guys to see. I'll kind of move this out here a little bit. Of just some great stuff. We got to see Donkey Kong, where it looks like they're kind of paying a nod to the look of the original Donkey Kong kind of mixed in with the Donkey Kong that we finally got introduced to in the Super Nintendo game, and which is the Donkey Kong that we know of now. We got to hear a little more of Chris Pratt's voice. I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be okay. It was kind of a weird choice to have him kind of voice Super Mario, but I think he's going to do okay with it. We got to see, more Luigi. We got to see Princess Peach. I know some people are saying that they didn't think Princess Peach completely looked the way she should. I don't see that. I don't know what people are kind of pinpointing out to say that she doesn't look accurate to the original Princess Peach. I think looks pretty accurate. Either way, it's going to be a great movie. Again, they have some great nods to some of the stuff in the games. Mario Kart with the rainbow level. You see him go against Donkey Kong, and it looks like kind of what they're walking on is similar to what Mario kind of went up in the arcade game. Just some really cool nods, and I'm really looking forward to this movie. So the last thing we're going to talk about is the new Transformer movie that's going to be coming out, that is going to have some of the characters from the Beast Wars allure. I don't know, I think I used that word right. So Beast Wars was something that I watched in the 90s that I really enjoyed because I grew up watching the original Transformers, but I was really, really young. But when Transformers kind of came back into the fold in the 90s, and they did the Beast Wars show where all of a sudden these Transformers were now, instead of vehicles, they were animals and dinosaurs, and it was a really cool take on the characters, and I really enjoyed the show. And it was a show that I was watching weekly. I remember even phoning one of my buddies, and we would like talk on the phone before the show, like, "Hey man, you gonna watch Beast Wars?" Like, it was a big deal to me as a kid. So when I watched this trailer and saw that, they had these characters, like they had, Optimus Prime as his, form in that show, as the ape. They had Cheetor in the trailer. They had the Rhino, which I'm forgetting his name, but he was kind of like he was the big muscular dude, but very he kind of reminded me of Beast from the X-Men, very knowledgeable, kind of techie. So it was cool to see him in the trailer. There was also the Eagle. So really cool to see that. It looks like they're going to be fighting some different bad guys than what they fought in the Beast Wars show. Because they had Megatron in the Beast Wars show, and he was like a Tyrannosaurus Rex, a purple Tyrannosaurus Rex. Did not see that in the trailer, so that was unfortunate, but maybe that's going to come in the next movie. I really think it's going to be a great movie. I kind of missed out on the last couple Transformers movies. The last one I saw was Bumblebee, but there was the Mark Wahlberg Transformers movies. I did not watch those ones. I actually own them because I bought a pack that has all the Transformers movies. So either way, Transformers fan, and I'm really looking forward to them kind of introducing the Beast Wars characters into the fold when it comes to the Transformers movies. So thanks for checking out this video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the update on the whole Blitz situation down here. Talking about the Mario movie. Hopefully you guys are looking forward to that too. Like I said, really looking forward to bringing my kid. It's going to be his first movie, so very exciting as a parent for me, but I think it's going to be really exciting for him as well. Then we got the Transformer movie with the Beast War characters kind of coming into the fold there. Very exciting for me as a fan of the Transformers in the 90s, and really just enjoying, what they kind of presented with that Beast War show. It was a cool concept, and I really look forward seeing these characters in live action and how they kind of depict them. I thought the look of them in the trailer was just very, very nice. I was very impressed. So look forward to seeing what other characters kind of show up in the movie as well that they didn't put in the trailer. So hopefully Megatron as that Tyrannosaurus Rex, that would be really, really cool if he makes an appearance in the movie. So thanks so much for watching the video, you guys. Take care. The next video I'll see you guys on is when I do my light take review, kind of first impressions on the NFL Blitz cabinet when I finally get that built. Unless some news comes out on the Arcade1Up front, I'll probably make a video about that because, you know, there's still that talk of the re-release of Star Wars may be coming out, but if that doesn't come out, they don't really announce anything within the next couple of weeks. The next time I see you guys will be for that light take review of NFL Blitz. Take care, you guys. Have a great day. Thanks again for watching the video.